Labor participation, people drop off the labor participation. In other words, they drop out of the statistical data that the Bureau of Labor Statistics puts together as far as unemployment. In other words, the labor participation or the lack thereof of labor participation means those people don't exist. They're nowhere to be found. This is about 94 million people. They just don't, they're nowhere to be had because the only way they can be counted as unemployed is if they've applied for a job this month, and wherever they've applied for that job this month, it was reported as such that they replied. Or I'm going to be a little cynical here for a moment and say that the government counts that reporting of that person. Anybody that is working at all, we have the largest part-time employment force than we've ever had in this nation. So the BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, picks up their dial-up phones, and we live in a time of real time, but they haven't figured that out yet. So they're still doing surveys of households. They pick the phones up. All they've got to do is make one call to the IRS, which is still part of the government, last time I heard, and say, what's the real-time data on how many people have filed for payroll tax? You know, you're getting payroll tax, and what did it go up this month? Boom, they could do it overnight and be done with it. But it doesn't work real well doing that. What works well is they can make a household phone call and say, has anybody in your household worked? Well, not really. You haven't done, nobody has done anything. Well, yeah, I babysat my grandchildren for 3 hours this week. That's a job. They've worked. They're now counted as part of the workforce. Okay, so they're working. They have a job. They're not unemployed. They're working. So if it's 1 hour, it doesn't matter. So all of these surveys are, subject to a lot of, obviously, favoritism in one way or another.